Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Lewis Pickering Football Show. On today's show it's Brother v Brother. We're finally back in
after winter breaks.
International
breaks gone.
Obviously we'll be reviewing game week 8. It's over a week ago now, so we'll refresh your memories and what happened.
Refresh ours as well.
Yeah, seeing what points we scored and things. Seeing what generally happened in the games, and then we'll move on to game week 9. So let's get started on game week 8 review. As always, we'll do 5 games one and then 5 games the second. We start at Brighton v Burnley. Both teams struggling for goals and struggling for wins. I said 1-1.
I said 2-0 Brighton.
It was actually 0-0. 0-0. Not
nice point for you, but
nice point for me, and feel sorry for the fans who paid £15 for that. But yeah, thank God for that. Let's just mention that obviously that's been scrapped now. So if you've got BT and Sky, you'll be able to watch all the matches over the weekend.
Well, that's right. That's just as said, isn't it, really?
Especially during lockdown.
As if it took a 0-0 at Brighton Burnley.
I think we can't be people get locked up for less. No. Charging £15 for that.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, 1 point for me. Nothing to say on the game.
No, not for me.
But yeah. Now we move to the South Coast and Southampton v Newcastle. I said 2-1 Southampton.
I said 3-0.
And it was 2-0, so we were both in between. That's fair enough.
You did say last video, didn't you, they would go top of the win, and
they did. They went top for the first time in their history. Fair play to Southampton, Ralph Hasenhüttl and all the players. Absolutely phenomenal start to the season. Even missing Danny Ings as well. Che Adams stepped up to the plate.
Stuart Armstrong got the goals, didn't they?
Stuart Armstrong, but it could have been. If it was 5-0, I wouldn't. It was the first half. They had so many chances. And then when it was 1-0, you're thinking, Newcastle are going to do it again. They're going to nick a point when they're done.
You always ask me how far can these go and get Champions League?
No. If they finish 7th or 8th, it's been a cracking season for Southampton.
So you think you get top 6?
No, I don't think they can get top 6. So 1 point for both of us there.
Yeah.
But nothing but praise for Southampton from both of us. And now we move to Everton Man United. If you watched my last video, I said 2-1 Man United.
I said 1-1.
It was 3-1 Man United. 96 minutes.
The Lord for Edison Cavani to get his first Premier League goal.
Bruno Fernandes obviously got man of the match, got 2 goals as well. He's the difference.
He's awesome, yeah.
He's absolutely quality. But Man United away from home seem to suit being away from home far better.
Don't like being in Old Trafford, do they? But Cavani for me later on stopped you getting
2 points. I do get a point though, I nick a point, but
every point's valuable, isn't it?
95th, 96th minute. It's harsh.
He just slipped the ball to him, didn't he? I was just like, get in. This was one less point for me.
And so 1 point to me and Man United. Every time Ollie needs a result, he gets a result.
He does. But he never gets sacked, will he? Because he always gets the results.
And now we move to Crystal Palace v Leeds. I said 2-1 Leeds.
I said 2-1 Leeds as well, both did.
It was 4-1 Palace. What a result that is, by the way.
I know.
Eze with his first goal free kick, first goal in his first start, and an assist as well. I just want to talk about Leeds. The first come up and everyone's loving them, like they're pressing and stuff. But I think if you look a bit deeper, they're struggling a bit. They're now 15th in the Premier League and have the worst goal difference in the worst conceded the most in the Premier League.
I think that's what it is with Leeds. So they've got the type of play and that they're committing to it. To be fair, it's exciting to watch when we watch Leeds.
Yeah,
but obviously, it
I think Palace on the counter were the game plan was superb.
I think forget how electric Palace are doing.
Yeah, you do. Especially when they go 1 or 2 up as well, and they can sit in and they've got Eze, Zaha, Townsend, Ayew on the break.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a perfect recipe. But 4-1, no one's seen that coming. Quality from Crystal Palace. Cracking start to the season by Palace as well. No points for both of us on that one, nowhere near. And last but not least, we moved to Chelsea v Sheffield United. I said 3-0.
Yeah, I said 3-0 as well.
It was 4-1. It was by 3 goals, but Sheffield United obviously nicked a goal in the goal streak. I just want to talk about Hakim Ziyech, by the way. Honestly, if he stays fit for Chelsea, absolute baller.
Everything's starting to click down there.
Yeah, mate.
We were waiting for this.
His vision, crossing, passing, he's just
such a calm player.
He's just a joy to watch. I said in my my preview last time, I said if he stays fit, player of the season, I'm calling it for Chelsea.
About that,
for Chelsea, yeah.
For Chelsea.
Sorry. For Chelsea's player of the season if he stays fit.
Performing like that week in week.
Honestly, I think he scored on the ratings 9 point something. It was a superb display just for 2 assists as well. That shows how good he played. But 1 point for both of us, and Chelsea seem to have
clicking now.
Top 4 looks.
Yeah, I would say so also.
Right, so let's move on to the next 5, and we start at West Ham. Few things to talk about.
Yeah, there's actually most of it all later on though.
I said 1-0 West Ham.
Yeah, I said 2-0, so...
It was 1-0 West Ham. I got a bit of luck in this one.
Definitely.
Obviously, Souček gets it in the 93rd minute and I'm absolutely buzzing, and then in the 95th, they get a penalty and I'm like, this can't be real life. And then...
What that penalty? I mean, you're already fighting for relegation and you go and do that. I mean, the risk to reward is it's just not there. Yeah, I just don't see it.
It's crazy. I mean...
The bottle to even try it, you just put it in there.
I know it's even for that thought to even come through your mind. But a little thing as well, Mitrovic has been Fulham's penalty taker for the past 3 seasons or for how long he's been there, and he was on the pitch and he didn't take the penalty. I find it really, really confusing.
I think with Mitrovic's confidence is just totally gone out of him.
He's already missed one away at Sheffield United this season, and interestingly enough, he missed the penalty to send Scotland through in the Euros in midweek.
Right.
So it was 4-4. Scotland scored. Then Mitrovic was the 5th penalty taker for Serbia, and he missed again. So maybe that's what they've decided. I know, but yeah, Lookman, it's crazy. I mean, Kenny, anyone, man.
There's anyone you need to got no leaders, isn't there?
No leaders.
That's what that's
100% agree with that. But yeah, West Ham won't care. 1-0 late winner and 2 points for me.
1 point for me.
Next up, we move to West Brom v Tottenham. I said 2-0 Tottenham.
I said 3-1. I thought it was going to be a bit more goals in this one.
I said 2-0 and it was 1-0, but it was a late winner. Harry Kane just shows Tottenham they've been away from home scoring goals for fun. They go away, and I thought West Brom were decent. I just want to shout that out. They really kept Spurs at bay. They didn't have many shots and many clear-cut chances. They defended really well. But Harry Kane gets a win. It shows score goals or grind it out.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it shows that Tottenham are winning them games. You need to win if you want to be.
There are Tottenham games where they go win 6-1 at Man United, and then Tottenham drop points at West Brom away. It's a Tottenham thing to do. Maybe not this season though.
You asked me before and I said no.
I think they could. I really do think they could. I said it last time. I do think they could go win the league. But yeah, that's 1 point for me and 1 point for you.
Yeah.
Next up, we move to Leicester v Wolves. I said 0-0.
I said 1-0 Jamie Vardy, and I want to thank Jamie Vardy twice. Once for actually scoring the penalty, and then secondly for missing the penalty.
This is the luck this lad has. He says 1-0 Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy scores 1-0, and then Jamie Vardy misses a penalty and it stays 1-0. This is what he has. This is what luck he has. But yeah, 2 points from 0 points for me, man. It's absolute crazy.
But Leicester absolutely flying.
Top of the league. Jamie Vardy. Little shout out, Yuri Tielemans, 2 goals in 2 games for Belgium in the 2 internationals as well. Looks like an absolute baller. 40 million. I think they signed him.
A couple of seasons ago.
23-year-old when they signed him. 40 million looks like an absolute snippet now, by the way. Yeah. This missing Ndidi as well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Soyuncu. No, crazy. Obviously, Maddison's just come back as well. Probably their main creative player.
When you think and they just keep getting results. Yeah. This is a funny team, isn't it? It's all obviously Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, it's all Brendan Rodgers. It's all Brendan Rodgers. Yeah, but yeah, 1-0 Leicester. They'll go top. No points for me.
2 points for me.
And now we move to the big boy. This, if you talk about a game of 2 halves, this was unbelievable. The first half, pace, power between the 2 sides, attack. I thought this is the best game I'm going to watch for years. The second half just died off. I think once it gets to 1-1 after about 60 minutes, you don't want to lose it, do you?
No, you don't. Both teams will take it
no player wants to make that mistake where you've lost it, because 1 point each you can get away with, where if the other one takes 3 points, you're another 3 points above or behind.
In that second half,
very cagey. A little shout out, Diogo Jota though, forced himself into the team after.
I know, I seen it when he played the 4.
He played the 4.
You would never think in the past couple of years that anyone would penetrate that front 3, which he is and he isn't, because obviously
he is, because he had to. He's penetrated because he's made Klopp change formation in 12 games, 8 in the Prem and a couple in Europe and stuff. And for someone who said, they'll come in 12 games and be able to penetrate.
It's nice to touch on Jesus, great little turn and a great little finish. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of responsibility on his shoulders now.
So much different when they have a main striker, Man City, because they have a focal point. And I think Jesus, even when Aguero comes back, it wouldn't surprise me if Jesus is the main man at City this season.
I agree.
But yeah, sorry, we didn't say our score predictions.
We just started talking, didn't we?
I said 2-2.
I said 3-2. It could have went that way actually if they kept going back and forth, but then it was
so 1 point for me on that one.
Yeah, no points for me.
And last but not least, we move to the result of the weekend. I said 3-1 Arsenal.
I said 2 in the last.
It was 3-0 Aston Villa. I mean, I want to shout out Villa. They won 5 and then lost 2, and we I slagged them off a bit last and said, it's just gonna the start of the season, or they're going to win the league, laughing and stuff, and then They go to Arsenal and they were absolutely superb. Ollie Watkins get another 2. Watkins, Barkley and Grealish.
I've just got that written down here.
Honestly, it's absolute scary. All English, all like passing.
If you were said that to someone 3 years ago, what Watkins, Barkley, and Grealish tearing up at the Emirates.
Tearing up.
Yeah.
Can we shout out Grealish for his 2 England performances as well?
He's the most talked about player in the Premier League. He's
3 English performances. I mean, that game. I know I watch this is the morning after it was England-Iceland last night. I know Iceland are poor, but he just runs the game. He's like his 4th or 5th start for England, and he ran the game. Everyone gives him the ball, and that shows.
That shows. You want to look up and go, "Where's Grealish?"
Yeah. Like Winks and stuff, just give Grealish the ball, and that's just credit to Grealish. He said in his interview as well, he thinks he's got better playing with better players in the international, and that's it shows. You know what I mean? He said he turned up like the first international, and the training sessions are outrageous for England and stuff. So
brilliant for England.
Brilliant, yeah, he's a sure starter for definitely. But little just talk on that. We've got some squad now, haven't we, England?
We've got some squad. We could do a different video in itself. Really,
we could.
To the England squad.
We will do
like a Euros.
We will do a Euro special, obviously.
Yeah.
But obviously no points. We're both
no points. But
nowhere near on that. And let's move on to game week 9. So let's move on to game week 9, and we'll do our predictions and things. And at the end, we'll tell you how our scores are looking and stuff. I think it's looking a bit good for me, you know.
We'll wait and see.
But we start at St James's Park. Buzzing Premier League football is back. I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea, and the reason for this is not just because I fancy Chelsea to win, but Callum Wilson's injured, and when you're relying on Andy Carroll to score your goals, I'm not backing him to score. 2-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, 2-0 Chelsea. That's why I looked at him if you've seen what I was looking at. 2-0 Chelsea for us as well.
And now we move on to Aston Villa v Brighton. I think this will be a good game, 2 attacking sides. I'm just going to back Villa. They must be full of confidence after their win last week. 2-1, but quite tight, but I think it'll be an open game of football.
We really should back more goals for Villa. If they're going to Arsenal and winning 3-0 away, we should back more, but I'm not. I'm just going to go for a 1-0 Lee Watkins again.
Remember when you back 1-0 Southampton said there'd be goals and it was 3-4. But both on the Villa win. And now we move on. Got to be the game of the weekend, this, hasn't it?
Mourinho versus Pep Guardiola.
This is the big test for Jose for me. If you want to be title contenders at home, Man City, you go win, don't you?
Yeah, of course do.
1-1.
Nah, I'm going to go Pep Guardiola to beat Jose Mourinho like he's done plenty of times before. 2-1 Manchester City.
Interesting. Now we move to Old Trafford, Man United v West Brom. This is the game where Man United have to improve their home form. And I'm just going to back them. If they score early, I think they're okay. It's when teams really sit in against them. Like against Leipzig, when they scored early, they could go on and play the free-flowing football. The pressure wasn't on them as much.
Yeah, I agree. It's when the pressure's on them, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? When they go to PSG away, don't expect it. Leipzig home, don't expect much about you. Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
West Brom at home. You know what I mean?
I'm going to back Man United 3-0 because I just feel like they're due. Away from home, they've been attacking they scored 3 at Everton last week. They're due a good home, solid, good goal strong win. So 3-0 Man United.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 Man United. I think they might leave a goal.
Next up, we move to Fulham v Everton. And what did I say last week? No Richarlison, no party. 3 games out Richarlison, 3 losses. Guess what? Richarlison's back. He's going to score 3-1 Everton.
3-1 Everton. See, I've backed Everton week in, week out, and I haven't really backed them, but not today. I'm going to go 1-1.
Richarlison back. Party. Now we move to Bramall Lane, Sheffield United v West Ham. Doesn't look like a cracker on paper to me, this, and that's what I'm going to back. 0-0. Sheffield United could really do with a win though, couldn't they?
Yeah, they really could. But yeah, I'm going to get it with me. But they are going to get a point similar to you, where I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah. Next up, we move to Ellen Road, Leeds v Arsenal. Looked like an absolute baller cracker on paper, this.
End to end.
End to end.
What have you got?
3-2 Arsenal. Cracker.
Why is man not a cracker? Am I missing something?
Leeds West defence. Arsenal conceded 3 at home to Villa.
Alright, Statman, but I've got 2-0 Arsenal away to Leeds.
Yeah, Leeds got like I said, the worst defence in the league, and obviously Arsenal conceded 3 at home to Villa. Leeds pressing end to end 3-2 cracker. And now we move to Liverpool Leicester. Another good game. Looks
blockbuster. I'm going to say it is. Yeah, the blockbuster.
Liverpool is 63 home games unbeaten. They need to not get
not defeat.
Sorry, yeah.
For their new club records.
New club records. Honestly, I've got them 1-1, but it's not the team you want to be playing when you just don't want to get beaten. You've got all them injuries. Robertson, Fabinho, Van Dijk, Gomez. Who's going? Have you got a call up for Liverpool play centre? But yeah, but I've gone 1-1. But honestly, Leicester have caused serious problems
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. I just think they've found a way of even through these injuries, of getting results, and it's at home. And
I do agree with that, but now they've went and lost Gomez as well. So it's going to be Matip and maybe the young lad centre-half, Phillips. Left back Milner.
You make me question it, but I'm
left back Milner maybe.
What, so do you think they might even lose the record?
Yeah, I honestly think Leicester will go there and cause problems. Yeah,
what, just before they get their club record?
Because it's pressure. You've got all them injuries. Leicester, they went to Man City and won 5-2, not the team you want to be playing. Like I said, I've gone 1-1 and for them to get the record, but Leicester to go there and cause serious problems. The penultimate game takes us to Turf Moor. Burnley badly need a win.
They certainly do.
1-0 Burnley, the old Burnley, rough and tumble. Late winner, a header, Chris Wood.
Yeah, I've got 1-0. It's going to deflect off 19 different people. It's going to scurry across the land. They're going to have 3 VAR checks and Burnley going to get their win.
Right, and now we move to Wolves v Southampton, the final game. And honestly, the worst team to watch in the league this season are Wolves. I mean, we were talking about it. They're so boring, like the most boring. Jota, Traore, him next last season. I used to love watching him. Wolves, I look forward to watching Wolves. And Southampton are like a good attacking team, but Wolves against anyone make it like the tightest game.
Yeah, they do.
So I think not many goals. I'm just going to back 1-0 Wolves home form. Just seem to grind results out.
Yeah, I've got exactly the same on you on this. I just think they're going to stop Southampton playing their type of football, and they're just going to nick a 1-0 for me.
It's like I'd love to hear from Wolves fans or like regular season ticket holders and who follow them throughout and stuff, see how they feel and stuff, because they're a bit lower obviously than they were last season, and it's an interesting one, isn't it? I think if Jota wants to go and you get 45 million, I don't think you can really stop him going. But then Traore's been on the bench the last 6 games, so
it's a weird spark, wasn't he?
I think Podence a very good player, but he hasn't got the pace like in behind.
I just hope it doesn't come back to people forget like the fans and stuff like that, missing that home to crowd.
Yeah, maybe
it might be a big thing for different teams than it is for other teams, and it might be a massive thing for Wolves fans. But you can let us know. Yeah,
so get your comments in below if we've done anything. Let us know the big games, what you think of the big games. Let us know your scores and stuff. But this has been review of Game Week 8 and preview of Game Week 9, and just in a bit we'll do our scores, see what the final scores are so far. Right, so this has been another episode of the Loose Pick and Football Show, brother.
Watch out.
Listen, I've ground him down. I told you it'd come. I'd ground him down. I'm 1 point ahead. Look at that 40. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? But it's 1 point.
1 point off, you know what I mean? I was at the top for 8 game weeks now, going into Game Week 9. He's edged it. It won't last very long.
It's definitely going to come to. Remember our league prediction, get a point for everyone.
Yeah, we do.
And we've got a Premier League and the Championship.
And to be fair, like look how tight it's been for the last
been so
8 weeks
tight. Games. Especially as 2 points for correct score. If you get a correct score but you've got the correct result, you're still only gaining 1 point. It's always going to be tight. But Team Lewis, Team Calm, who do you think's going to win? Let us know in the comments below. Who do you think's going to win? But 40-39. But this has been the Lewis Pickering Football Show. This has been Brother v Brother. You'll be seeing more of us now, because obviously no international break for 3 weeks.
Every week.
3 months, sorry. But every week we'll catch us on the next time. Bye. Like and subscribe.